Good afternoon. Welcome to Communicon. I'm Ryan Nicholas Gray, and my friend here is.
I'm DeWitt Taylor.
Today we are pleased to welcome James Willis, a President of Workforce and Development of the Jewish Vocational Services. We hope to learn assist individuals with disabilities, active long-term success in life and work. So would you please welcome Mr. James Willis. Mr. Willis, thanks for coming down, sir.
Thanks for having me today, guys.
Oh, James, tell us. Can you tell us about your where you grew up and what college you attended?
Sure. Actually grew up on the other side of the state in the Grand Rapids area. In around the ninth grade is when my family moved to the Detroit area. Once we moved to the Detroit area, I finished up high school and I went to Utica High School. And for my undergraduate work, I went to Michigan State University, and that's where I got my degree in psychological assessment. After that, I came to JVS, worked for a couple of years in an entry-level job coaching capacity, and then decided at that point it made sense for me to go back to school. So at that point, I went back to Wayne State University for my master's in social work, and finished that up in the early 2000s.
Perfect. Perfect. So how did your college degree help lead you to your current position?
Sure. It's actually kind of somewhat of a funny story. When I was going to Michigan State, I was actually going for a pre-med degree. I wanted to become a doctor. And in my second year of college at Michigan State, everything was going good. I was doing fine with all my chem classes, all my biology classes, and I had my first class where I had to kind of work on a cadaver.
Oh, Lord.
I walked into the room. I was given my instructions on the parts that I had to remove from that cadaver, and I immediately walked out of the room, walked straight to the MSU counseling department, and asked them about what direction I could go for a different degree, because I just couldn't see myself doing that. So sat down with a counselor, and kind of based on some of my interests and some of my background, it was at that point we decided that moving away from physical medicine more into kind of social medicine and working with people would be a better fit for me. So that was kind of how I made that transition.
Correct. And that answers that question. So what led you to JVS agency?
Well, probably really what led me to JVS was when I was going through those last couple of years in college up at MSU. Like most college kids, I had a second job. Most college kids can't afford to kind of get through college without having a job or a couple of jobs to kind of pay their way through college. So my second job was working at a swimming pool in the kind of downtown Lansing area, and I was teaching swim classes. And while I was teaching those swim classes, one thing that I noticed in my swim classes, there was several students that were coming to the swim classes each day, but were spending the majority of their swim class time on the benches and actually not getting into the water. So after I noticed this a couple of weeks in a row, I went up and talked to these couple of the students and asked them, why aren't you guys swimming with your instructor and whatnot? And they kind of disclosed to me that the instructor kind of got impatient with them and was wanting them to be able to learn how to swim much quicker. So I kind of went to my supervisor and asked if I could create another kind of small class that moved at a slower pace for teaching people how to swim, not knowing that I was creating one of the first kind of disability swim programs in Lansing, and really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the need that I had to have in terms of being kind of creative in the way that I taught those swim classes. I also enjoyed the fact that after these young people left my swim classes, they could go to the park or the pool and those kinds of things and enjoy a recreational activity that had there not been an opportunity that was kind of disability focused, they wouldn't have had those opportunities to enjoy some of those recreational things that, young people enjoy.
David?
Do you have any other will you experience with anyone disabled?
So I've had a variety of jobs with JVS kind of over the years in working with individuals with disabilities. I've worked in kind of an employment capacity and supporting people kind of on the job. I've worked in high schools in Macomb County and Oakland County, teaching high school students with disabilities about kind of what to expect in kind of the world of work and what to expect after graduation in terms of going out there and renting your first apartment or paying bills or budgeting and that kind of thing. And I also continued up until about 8 or 9 years ago, continuing to kind of teach those swim classes just because of the joy and kind of the exposure that it gave me and working with a variety of different types of people in different types of settings.
Why did you choose to work with those with disabilities?
So probably one of the biggest reasons why I chose to kind of go in the direction of working with folks with disabilities was because of that situation that took place while I was going to MSU. To see those students sitting on the side of the pool, wanting to learn how to swim and wanting to go out there and do the same things as other young adults or other young people want to do and deserve to do, really kind of hit me. It hit me, you know, and knowing that it does take kind of a special person in terms of their patience and kind of a more creative and different approach in kind of teaching those swim skills, really showed that, you know, there's a need for people in this profession that have an interest, a level of patience and creativity to kind of open up doors and opportunities for folks with disabilities. And the gratification that I get and my team gets when we help somebody to do something that they haven't done before or go out and get that first job that they never thought was possible is all the gratification that we need.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about JVS service.
Sure. So JVS is a fairly large organization. We provide services in Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties. We provide a variety of employment as well as kind of recreational services to both adults and to young people in all three counties. Specifically kind of on the recreation side, we provide opportunities for kind of activities of daily living, so helping young people as well as adults to learn how to better budget their monies, how to go out and grocery shop, how to prepare their own meals, all those things that it takes to be kind of a contributing independent member of society. On the employment side, the array of services is almost endless. We provide paid internship opportunities for individuals that aren't quite sure of what direction they want to move for employment. We provide job placement assistance where we go out and talk with employers on behalf of the job seekers that we work with kind of day to day. We'll work with those employers to kind of create an accommodation for us to have a job coach or a facilitator on site with that job seeker once they get that job. We also work with those employers to allow us to kind of come on site once a month or every couple of months just to make sure things are kind of running smoothly. The agency also provides an array of services to high school students where we actually go out to the high schools in Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties, and before students graduate, start to kind of work with them in terms of career exploration, kind of figuring out where they would be kind of best fit into the world of work. Also giving them opportunities to go out and job shadow or try out and kind of view different jobs out in the community. And also we provide a number of summer internships for those students to kind of get a taste of work. We're pretty proud of kind of a benchmark that we made this summer where we hosted 305 students in Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne County on summer internships, which was a kind of a goal for us as an agency. And we're pretty ecstatic that we achieved that goal and gave 305 students opportunities for summer work this year.
So how can we access these services? Are there any available in all areas in Michigan?
So our kind of geographic location that JVS covers is in Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties.
Okay.
So the kind of the 3-county area, and we do cover those entire counties. So all the way on the east side of Macomb County in St. Clair Shores, all the way west in Oakland County, as far as, boy, I guess South Line would be pretty far west, or Walled Lake. So still a pretty big area for just those 3 counties. There's a couple of ways you can access our services. You can come directly to the agency and kind of see what program or what service would be kind of a good fit for you. Many of our programs and services do require kind of a third-party funder. However, our staff will work with that individual to, if they're not already connected to that third-party funder, to kind of get them connected. There's other programs and services that, if you just go to the JVS website, where we have a lot of our workshops and classroom activities that are posted, that there are no fee for. So there's cool workshops that are posted on the website for making a resume or updating your resume. There's workshops for the best ways to kind of network to find out who's out there hiring. There's workshops for kind of ramping up your social media, like your LinkedIn and your Facebook and those kinds of things, so that as you start the kind of job search process, your social media exposure to the community, will help you to kind of land that job. And then there's also a variety of workshops that help people just to kind of figure out what would be just kind of a good job fit for them, what direction they want to go for a job.
So what age can get services?
So we start working with young people with disabilities as early as around 13, 14.
Okay.
Yep. And there is no limit to the age of folks that kind of come to the agency. We, in addition to our adult services, we also provide a variety of senior services as well.
Okay.
So a lot of seniors access our services, as well as young adults, and then the adults as well.
Do the programs have any medical or dental for those with disabilities?
So JVS is not a specific kind of medical agency, so we don't provide specific health services. However, we do have a nurse on site that provides kind of support and consultation to our staff as well as our participants, just to make sure that if any kind of health questions or health conditions do come up that might interfere with a recreation activity or an employment activity, we have somebody that we can kind of bounce ideas off of. We also offer at JVS a program that's referred to as Tri-County Dental, and it's a dental program that provides low-cost or no-cost dental services to individuals who may not have insurance for that. So that program and those services are accessible right through the website, and basically what we're doing is individuals who have the need for dental work, regardless of what that is, we're connecting them with dentists kind of in the community that are willing to do that work at no fee.
All right.
Do you offer any fun programs like dances?
So we do have, and this is kind of new to JVS, just in the last year, actually as of January 1st, prior to January, JVS had been a purely kind of vocational program, an employment-focused agency, and our services have all been kind of geared in that direction. But in January, we decided to kind of launch a what we refer to as kind of a non-vocation or a non-employment program or wing of our agency. That program now is referred to as Links, which provides a variety of kind of recreational activities, whether or not that's going out to a movie or going to the Institute of Arts or a baseball game or just engaging with friends kind of out in the community. We are just kind of in the first phase of kind of launching and growing that program, so it's kind of brand new for us.
What about exercise program?
So funny you ask. We recently launched, and this is probably going on a couple of years now, a program called Fuse 45, which takes place at a gym in the Royal Oak area, where we pair individuals with disabilities to other individuals who attend that gym for a very short term, it's about 30, maybe 40 minutes at the most, intensive kind of exercise program. What's really kind of neat about it is the idea that you have kind of a mentor. Each of the individuals with disabilities that attends that program has a mentor that they're kind of working with day to day that not only helps them kind of with the machines and the process, but also is there to kind of encourage them and make sure that they don't take a day off and that kind of thing, which we all need when it comes to
Exactly. Hello.
Do you have any such stories you want to share?
Well, it's funny you ask. We brought a short video with us today to talk that kind of talks a little bit about the process and success story that a young lady, and I just think she's one of the neatest things in the world. She also works at one of my favorite restaurants, KFC, which love their chicken. So,
love it too.
So there you go, not a bad thing. So I think we're going to roll that video and take a
Let's
look.
roll it.
Roll it, please.
Let's take a look at it.
My name is Gabby Gibson. I work at KFC.
I'm Gabby's mother, Lorna. Gabby's a lot of fun, always has a great day, never is in a bad mood, just a joy to be around. JVS came to Gabby's post-secondary school, and Gabby was accepted to work with them, and they found her a job at KFC. I think it would have been difficult for Gabby to get a job if we didn't have JVS helping her and looking out, finding jobs for her.
When I met Gabby, she was a student at Lutz School for Work Experience. She was kind of figuring out what her steps were going to be after she aged out of the post-secondary school. My primary role here is the discovery process. So I spend 20 to 30 hours with them in their homes, in the communities, and I'm getting to know 3 things about them: their interests, their skills, and their conditions for success. Something really funny I found out about Gabby was that Gabby is extremely interested in cleaning.
I like cleaning so much.
When she was at her post-secondary school, she worked at a hospital. She did a lot of cleaning there, and that's prompted her to enjoy the cleaning.
After we finished the discovery process, Gabby decided that she would like to have direct employment, which means that she bypassed her internship and went directly towards employment.
My name's Ashley, and I'm the general manager here, and I'm Gabby Gilson's supervisor. Working with Gabby just brings joy to me and my whole crew. When she comes into work, she always has a big smile. She just loves coming, and we love having her here. She just puts a smile on everybody's face when she comes in. Oh.
Yes.
Hi, Gabby. How are you?
Good.
Gabby does a great job at KFC. She's even won Employee of the Month. They have mandatory meetings every once in a while, and she got awards for that. I think it would have been difficult for Gabby to get a job if we didn't have JVS helping her and looking out, finding jobs for her. JVS and Pathways is important to the community to help these kids get jobs out in the community. Without their help, I don't know where Gabby would be.
Amazing. There's only one word, amazing. Only one word, amazing. I mean, I can't begin to tell you what that brought to my heart. It's important that we as Americans take something so simple, and yet something so important is working.
With that being said, we would like to thank Mr. Willis for this terrific interview, and also to thank JVS for all the work they do for those of us with disabilities. Our sole mission is to provide our audience information about programs that can help us to live productive and fulfilling lives. We believe CBS is doing a very good job of assisting us in advancing our goals. I'm DeWitt, and
I'm Ryan Gray. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time on Community Corner.